Attention military veterans and military personnel. This is Tracy from Lakewood College, and I am excited to announce the new partnership between ETA Associates and Jamal King's Make Real Estate Real. Give me a call so I can see if you qualify to receive the Make Real Estate Real with no out-of-pocket expense to you. I can be reached at 1-800-517-0857. My extension is 700. You may also visit us at www.money4vets.com. Again, that is money4vets.com. You may also schedule an appointment with me through my text-only number at area code 216-678-9933. I look forward to speaking with you all.
When Aaron Rodgers got to the Packers, you know, and they were like, yo, Brett Favre, like, don't fool with my man. And everybody like, yo, you should be like walking them through the playbook and doing all this and all that. And I think Brett Favre was like, fam, this dude trying to take my job. Like, I still got years left. Like, I gotta train him to steal my spot. Like, yo, I'm still focused on the number one missions.
This week, our show is brought to you by our partner in crime, Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, Green Juice, can supercharge your life, restore that glow, and help you feel decades younger in just 30 seconds per day without having to worry about shopping for ingredients, mixing and blending them, and then cleaning up afterwards. All ingredients are USDA organic, vegan-friendly, and made without GMO ingredients, gluten, or soy. Where else can you get superfoods like chlorella, moringa, spirulina, wheatgrass, ashwagandha, and turmeric, just to name a few? So make sure you guys check it out at www.organifi.com/success. That's ORGANIFI.com/success.
I wake up every single day. I am who I say I am. And I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
We keep it burning.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What it do?
I got Dr. King in the building, just finished the keynote, you know what I'm saying? Just,
Hey,
he revved up, ready to go.
He left out the word paid keynote. I've been working. I've been working pro bono.
Come on, dog. Paid keynote. We got to
Got me working day and night.
Hey, Maul, they get us all on. It's coming. That's what we always tell somebody that come on. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Hey,
It'll be a good look. It'll be a good look for you.
I ain't no longer got to ask where the money reside, E.
You already know. We got the hip hop preacher in the building. E, what's happening?
Oh man, it never rains in Southern California.
And they tell me. I'm not mad. We got some decent temps here. So you know what I'm saying? I just I ain't got no complaints.
Hey, I'm living the life, Ma. I went walking with my bride. I went walking with my bride.
Did you check her stimulus on the walk? Did you get a chance to check her stimulus during that walk?
Hey, Ma, ain't no holding hands, Ma. It's some steep hills out here, bro. Ain't no holding hands. It's we breathing hard on each other though.
Yeah. Hey, that's when you can't even do no talking. I hate them people who work out and then they talking. I'm like, yo, I ain't, all the breath I got is for this little jog I got. You know what I'm saying?
It's 200 calories I just dropped for the 200 calories.
Bro, straight up. You think I'm playing, man? No, it's that, and you know what else killed me? People who be at the gym running with no earphones in. I'm like, yeah, you a serial killer. You know what I'm saying? Like, for sure, you done murdered somebody. Bruh, it's no way, Ma, it's no way you on the treadmill for an hour straight with nothing.
Staring at me.
Yeah, right.
That's weird, dog. I'm like, yo, I don't know, man. Every once in a while, I feel like, people like that might be a little crazy. So you gotta steer clear. You see,
let me tell you what I hate about them all. I hate when they keep looking at my stuff to see how fast I'm going. I'm like, don't worry about how fast I'm going.
Trust me, they ain't looking at how fast you going.
They looking at how slow I'm going. I'm like, don't be looking at my stuff. Yeah, focus on your own stuff.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though, I'm guilty of that, bro. I'm guilty of that. You know, I'm so competitive, dog. I go on the treadmill, be right next to somebody, and you know what I'm saying? You do that little look like you cheating on the paper, and you look over to the side. And I'm like, especially if I see somebody that's older than me or out of shape, I'm like, oh, heck no, I ain't gonna let them beat me. So I go up a little bit more. And I think they be looking at me too, because then they go up a little bit more, and then after that, it's a competition.
No, I'm not getting in that race, that fight.
Hey, I'm glad Maul got his own gym at the crib.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah,
See, when was the last time, Maul?
Yeah, because
you
know Maul
the
type to go up to the little skinny dude and be like, hey, little fella, you ain't lifting right. You supposed to turn your arm when you curl. You know what I'm saying?
That's TJ for sure.
Yeah. You gotta teach him right, bro. So
all right. Everybody catch me up, man. How was y'all weekend? What's going on?
Ooh, it felt funny. No Super Bowl. No NFL playoffs, no regular season. Yeah. It hit different. The Sunday hit different. It seemed like it was 2 days. You know, I was like, man, what I'm gonna do? And more, I tried to do the college basketball, but
well, I heard Jalen was at the house the other day, and he said he woke up and he thought he caught his father in a moment of weakness. I'll tell y'all about it after we catch up with everybody else today. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to start the podcast.
I'm interested in that. I ain't got nothing to hear it now.
He said my dad, he said, I ain't never caught my dad doing nothing wrong. Everybody know he the holiest person. He don't cuss, he don't drink, he don't smoke. But let's just say Boog said a dirty movie could have been involved. So I'll save that. I'll save it. Look at he got nervous. Look at he start scratching his leg. All right, I'll tell you about it later. I'll tell you later. Come on, keep it going, Carl.
Hey, my mom's birthday was Sunday, man. Yeah. So the day was about my mom, man. Just celebrating
Happy
her.
birthday, Mom.
And Didi, and I was hurt because Didi said it today. She was like, I think Carl's mother, I was like, yeah. I said, Carl mentioned it, but he didn't say a specific date. So, yeah, my bad, Carl. We're going to have to get back in there.
Hey, I learned from y'all. We celebrated my mom. Like, we did one of these gift bags that just got better and better as she got to the bottom. It got better and better and better. Yeah. So the kid stuff was at the top. At the bottom, we got her the technology.
No doubt.
Just hooked her up, man, and just enjoyed the day with her. So that was the height of the weekend.
I'm going to be real, though. It's only two types of people in this world. Either you remember everybody's birthday or nobody's birthday, bro. Yeah. Y'all ever get them texts from people who you could literally just see every year? It's just happy birthday, thanks, happy birthday, thanks. You like, dang, you must got your calendar on lock, bro.
I got a homie that called me every year for my anniversary. Every year, bro.
Oh, no, that's just weird. You know what I'm saying? Birthday I could live with.
Anniversary.
But I guess now you got Facebook, so I guess people could see it come up on the feed.
Well, that's what I said, though,
but I don't even got social media, so I don't know.
He was doing it before then, though, Maul. He was doing it before then. And I don't even see him on social media like that. And I feel bad because I'm like, yo, I don't remember none of his stuff.
Yeah.
He got you on the calendar, bro. Yeah, he got you on that calendar.
Well, I'm just saying, even if he got me on the calendar, he got me on the calendar. I ain't even got the calendar. Yeah. But I told Didi, man, it was so funny. I can't say it out loud because they both right here, but it was something she said she was going to do for Jada's birthday. And she's like, should I do that? And I was like, yo, Didi, I ain't gonna lie to you. With people losing their kids and people dying, I was like, do all of it. You feel me? Like, do all of it, you know, just because, man, we live in a time right now, bro. Man, we used to say, you know, tomorrow's not promised. Man, it's looking like today, you know, it's not promised. And it used to be like older people. Now, bro, it don't matter what age group it is. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. So, yeah, man. Yeah, no doubt.
I want to send a sincere apology out to somebody. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It don't happen often.
He's admitting he's wrong?
Let's see where this is going.
He's finally about to admit that Michael Jordan is the GOAT. He's finally about to admit Michael Jordan is the GOAT.
No.
He's finally about to admit that chocolate cake got chocolate frosting and it got any kind of inside. He's finally about to admit that soft butter is really not healthy for you.
All of it. These are my confessions.
Deion Sanders said the other day, Michael Jordan is the GOAT. He said, it's what he said. He said, when Mike walk in the room, dudes bow.
And then he got all his stuff stole for saying that foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Somebody ran up in his stuff and was like, give me this. You done lost your mind.
Get your Hall of Fame, NFL. Back in the league.
Get all two of them cheeks. Hey.
Unbelievable.
Happy Black History Month. Is it still Black History Month? Happy Black History Month,
Hey,
dog.
man, they said that he got his stuff back, though.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
Yeah, they said he got his stuff back. Like, he
Bro,
jumped.
that ain't no way to start off your first black college coaching career, dog. We got to do better. I was horrified by that. And then, hey, you see the school try to come out and say, hey, it was a misunderstanding. Deion was like, we saw who did it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't no
That's what
misunderstanding.
I said it's probably cameras.
Oh, yeah. No. His assistant, no, he said his assistant saw him. But, she ain't want to confront him because, you know what I'm saying? She like, I ain't about to be in no altercation. So shout out to Deion. They did win, though. You know what I'm saying? They did get that W. So, but nah, man, I want to apologize again. When you got something wrong, you just gotta, I want to let people know that I'm growing as a human.
Hold on, let me get in my seat. Hold on, let me get
Hold
prepared.
on, man. Let me close this blind up, dog. I'm tired of this light. Hold on.
I'm trying to get prepared for this apology. This is something.
I'm trying to make sure everything recorded.
I might
Ma.
even record it.
Yeah, that's what I said. Make sure everything recorded.
I'm not believing it.
He finally about to admit it after 20 podcasts. Oh, come on.
No, man, I got it. And I don't even know if I said it on here, but I said it publicly, at least to a couple of my people. Now, y'all know I fashioned myself somewhat of a sports expert. And, man, when Zion was coming out, I saw him bully balling in college, and I was like, bruh, I get it. It's college, though. These boys, like a lot of these dudes going to be working for ETA when they finish. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't necessarily going, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't going to the league. Some of them going to be working for Make Real Estate Real. And I was just like, dog, no way he's going to bully. And I thought he'd be good. I just was like, okay, yeah, he'd be a good player, but bruh, what I see this boy doing to them grown men out there, bruh, I saw him run his lower shoulder into Tristan Thompson, and I'm talking about blow him by 10 yards back, bruh, and just finish. Bruh, it's incredible. I don't know if y'all been watching Zion, but my goodness, dog, I have never in my life seen
That
nothing
kid
like it.
from Georgia, too, been killing.
Oh, yeah, he been killing.
Kid from Georgia, yeah.
Yeah, he had a nice dunk. He did have a really nice dunk.
He been having a bunch of. Now, you know what, Paul? C said something, so I do got to be honest. Man, the only bad thing about California, when I tell you, bro, my wife and I, our skin, bro, man, the water here, when I tell you, bro, like.
I thought you got the water softener.
I did, but it's still, I don't know, bro. Like, y'all know I ain't never wore lotion, man. I'm looking like chalk. On my legs, bro. And that's the only thing. DD be scratching in the like back, leg, that water down out here, bro. This is a beautiful space, but maybe because I'm on the hill and it's a lot of dirt or something.
Yeah, it's well water. You know what I'm saying? That's just, they had to pump that from somewhere else.
Hey, E, I ain't gonna lie though. I take that well water or whatever kind of water you got, then these icicles. These icicles ain't no joke, dog.
I gotta get that Black History Month olive oil, that oil put on my.
Hey, every year when I go up there, I'm like, man, it's so cold. And then I think about mall heat bill. How many furnaces do you have, Maul?
4.
11.
11.
11.
11 air conditioners.
How many you running? How many you run?
Probably about 6 or 7.
Bruh, I went in this crib, right? And I was like, yo, it was like cold. It was last year. It was cold as all get out outside. I walked in, I was like, I was expecting some rooms to be like a little drafty.
He got all the joggers.
Bruh.
But once they ain't use it, he got them blue eyes.
Let me tell you something. And then Maul and Camille set the heat to 80. And then they looking at me crazy when I asked for a fan. I was like, yo, can I get a little fan? They was like,
bro, let me first off, for the first time, E, the only time my heat bill is high is when CJ in town. Let me tell you why. So CJ, he sleep in the guest bedroom on the same floor as ours, right?
Yeah.
This brother here, I just happened to come to this cat room. First off, he said he need a fan. I gave him a fan. Keep in mind now, we got the air on. I get up the next day and CJ, he like, hey, let's work out. So we about to work out the next morning. And then he got the door open and I look. I'm like, dog, you got the window open? I'm talking about it's about 3 degrees outside.
20 below.
My man got the window wide open.
With my foot kicked out the window. You know what I'm saying? My foot was out the window.
I was in Australia with him for 2.5, 3 weeks.
All I saw was just money going out the window. That's all I saw. Just money going out the window.
But you know, he don't like no confrontation. So we used to be in the hotel room in Australia. He'd be like, hey, see, sometimes when you got the air on my throat and I got to speak tomorrow.
You can't trump that. You can't trump that.
I'm just saying, that's what we there for, to speak, and I can't even speak, Maul.
Hey, listen.
Maul, where do you have 11 furnaces? Like, I ain't never even seen them.
Oh, because they took
under the
away.
pool. They under the pool.
No, we got zone heating, and so the house is 5 levels, and so every floor got a level, but then the house is like it's so long, right? And so you got the west end of the house, and then you got the east end. So we got 5 furnaces going up, and then we got a furnace in the east end that covers that part of the house. Then we got another 5 on the west end that covers that other side. And then we got another furnace in the cabana that covers that room. So, but that way you can control it. So if we decide we want to go to this part of the house, you just control it. You know.
But okay, so you dogging me out about the fan, but then so then listen, I come back though. You didn't think I remembered this. I came back. First question I asked before I even walked in the door, hey, where's my fan at? Where was the fan, Ma?
All right, my daughter took the
His
fan.
girls was up there baking too.
That's because E, in all fairness, they on the 4th level.
Yeah, heat rises.
Heat rises.
And he going up there.
And then, so me and Camille, we on the 3rd level. So Camille be having a heat up.
No, it be hot in that joint. Yeah, so anyway, but hey, the fan and the window, I was good. So yeah, you might have to crank it up a little bit. I definitely had that window open though. Bro, I don't know if it's my half white side or what, bro, but I need, 68, 67 is good for me.
Wow, that's called.
I need to feel like I'm back in Africa.
I do like to be under the covers.
Oh, no, I need
that.
I
like to get up.
To sleep, I'll give that. See, to sleep. We bring ours down to 60, like 64.
No, it's at 70 now. Like, it's at 70 during the day, but when I go to sleep, I like it cold,
I got to call that night.
I sleep when it's about 76.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that's not too, Carl. So I'm out of.
I can't do that. That's hot.
Thank you.
Well, if I don't wear no covers, I could. Maybe if you ain't got no cover or no clothes on. Covers or clothes.
Grown man gives. he just in the nude. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying 76, bro. That's bacon.
Hot. Yeah, that's hot.
All right, so Jalen came to Atlanta. He came by the other day. He took the truck. He took the truck because he had to go get some stuff out of his apartment. I said, "Hey, nephew, make sure you get that windshield fixed."
What'd he say? What'd he say? See?
You know how you give somebody a limit? Like you see him drive away. I called him when he's driving. Hey, get that windshield fixed. He ain't say nothing. He just was like, oh, okay, what I got to do? I said, call Safe Light Repair.
I bet you he don't do it, Ma.
Oh no, he gonna give it back to me with the crack.
If he can drive, he gonna let that sucker drive.
No, that's why I changed the oil though. I told you I did try to get it fixed though, but
No, you called me. I tried to do it with you.
When I was in Michigan, they said it was gonna be the Tuesday.
So COVID-19, Ma, they said 3 weeks to get the windshield fixed, Ma.
Bruh.
That's crazy.
Everything backed up.
Bruh, everything blamed on COVID, bruh. Everything. Yeah, unbelievable. So anyway, Bug came, he's like, we got to the crib, he was just kicking it. He was like, Unc. I was like, what's up? He said, man, I thought I had us one. I said, what? He said, my dad, the character Police. He said, he quick to call me out. He said, I thought I called him up. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, bruh. He said, I don't know what was going on, but I couldn't sleep. And he said, I woke up and I just saw a little glare from the TV downstairs. And he was like, that's weird. Somebody left the TV on. Then he said, look, and he could see his dad's hat right there. He could see, that's Pops down there. So he said he got closer to the staircase and was listening. And all of a sudden, he heard like a bunch of moaning. He was like, see, my heart dropped. I was like, what? Pops is wilding out in the living room. Bro, why he said he got closer and figured out it was just Serena and Naomi back and forth at the Australian Open, like, I said, damn, we almost had him. We almost had him.
Yeah, Ma. Hey, it still wouldn't fall. Hey, Ma, it still would have fell in the rage of, being you know what I'm saying? Being a man. It would have fell in the rage, Ma.
Yeah, bro.
It would have still fallen in the rage, Ma.
Hey, see, I ain't gonna lie. He look a little flushed. I'm trying to figure out if we getting close to something.
Hey,
he did look a little flushed for a second.
He ain't know what was going on. Hey, Book was like, dog, I thought we had him.
Ma, anytime CJ said, first of all, CJ just period. Then when CJ going in on you, it ain't no telling what CJ talking about.
I had your back though. The second he was about to say it, I was about to unplug the podcast.
Hey, it was Book said, man, it was just the Australian Open, dog. He said, man, he said, you know what? I thought I had him for the first time in my life. I thought I caught him in a moment of weakness.
Living room, Ma. In the living room.
You know what I'm saying?
All places in the living room.
Right in the living room, right there. But sometimes you need the big screen. You know what I'm saying?
He thought he caught you dead in the living room.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, man.
I ain't mad at him, but I'm mad that he never said nothing to me, but he said something to see about.
Oh, yeah, no, he said, he was like, man, I meant to tell my dad. He said he forgot. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, I was like, bro, that.
Hey, Carl, all Jalen would need is something.
Oh, bro.
He won't have to listen to me no more. He won't have to listen to me no more.
But what I figured out, though, I told you, he too blessed to get caught, man, because I told you he was streaking one time on camera and he was covered. Did I tell you that, Ma?
No, man.
I know I told that story on the podcast.
Can we get to,
I don't think
we
you
get
did.
to the podcast?
I never told that story.
I don't think so. No.
He did. What? He did?
He told it before. He did.
Oh.
All right, we'll save it. We'll save it. You know what I'm saying? I can't get my boy twice in one episode.
I know he said it.
We'll
Come back next week, y'all.
Yeah, we did, because I think we might have called the episode that or something.
He did.
Was it before episode 105?
How long was this?
Yeah, it was.
Years ago. It was years ago.
Years. He just put it like this. He was streaking during the staff meeting on Zoom accidentally.
Hey,
but
you know
God
so
blessed
crazy,
him.
Ma? Man, what's so crazy, Ma? Hey, Ma, you ever see Home Alone? You ever see Home Alone with my man had me?
For sure.
Oh, I was cut right there, Ma, but I was talking about Ma, and you know what's so crazy? Like, that's why I can't do Zoom and stuff. Because, like, I forget, Ma, I be on camera. So we had a meeting. And I just was like, I gotta take a shower, and this is taking too long. So I just put it right there on the hookup. Hey, what was his name, Carl? Was it Noah? No, who was it?
It was Noah. It was Noah.
I was like Noah, my backside.
Yeah. Hey, but he's so blessed by God. I promise you, every time it looked like he was about to be butt naked.
And why didn't nobody tell me? Was you trying to call me?
No, I called your phone like
I think she had called. Yep.
Look, Ma, every time you thought he was about to be caught naked, it would be like a little plant right in front of his private. And then he would turn around and it would just be like a box or something covering his joint up every single time. And so LaShawna's on the staff meeting. Bro, LaShawna doing on the Zoom like this. I'm calling E like, yo. So finally, I just shut the whole. But what happened, I think, was this was before Zoom. I don't think it was no Zoom at this time.
I don't think it was something though.
We was using something else. But what happened, Marl, is E get bored in the staff meeting, so he like walked out, and I think the screen went black. So he just was listening, but he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He ain't know he was still on camera. But God bless. Stark. Bro, all I know is I was like doing some notes or something, and all I heard is Carl say, Yo, E, don't nobody want to see all that. I was like, what?
Right, Carl ain't even gonna call me. Call me to see that. I guess he didn't know I didn't know.
I thought you
bro,
knew. So I'm just like, E, come on.
I ain't doing this on purpose.
No, you not. You know E's super modest. You know E ain't even about to be on that at all.
Snakey. When I went to the first Nude Beach Mall, I was like, what in the world?
Oh, wow.
Hey, man, life and times of the hip hop preacher. Hilarious.
Never a dull moment.
Okay. I got a few things here now that we're had all our laughs. But I think something interesting. Really, the podcast really just consists of what did we talk about on the group text this week? Let's bring that up. And so many of you may have watched, like E, the Australian Open. You know what I'm
you
saying?
too was heard the moan in the groan.
Yeah. I watched the whole thing. It was great. I watched Naomi win the finals as well. That was great. So anyway, an interesting thing arose. E, do you have the quote nearby or what you said? You said it was something about Serena didn't lose or, you know.
Yeah. No, it's just saying that, you know, at the end of the day, you know, a lot of people look at this as, you know, it's a failure. She won't reach that 24, which is, you know, we could talk about this later too, but man, you gotta be careful with that whole comparison stuff. Like, I don't know who homegirl was that won the 24 mall, but I'm sure her 24 wasn't Serena's 23. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? They had wooden rackets. You know what I'm saying? Like, be for real. Competition wasn't what, you know, it is now. But
now the level of competition matter. Just making sure.
Yeah.
You hear that?
You
hear that? You hear that, Craig?
Yeah, that's my bad.
You hear that, Craig Elo? You know what I'm saying?
Ma, they scoring 150 points nowadays. Ain't no defense happening.
I'm teasing. Stay
hear
on
that,
track.
C?
Stay on track. Stay on track. Stay on track. Stay on track.
So you know, to me, it's like, yo, Serena, man, she the best female athlete, and she can go up there with, you know, just athlete, period. You know, so, but you know, there's some people that was like, you know, this is her rival or whatever, and you know, homegirl, you know, is gonna stop her from winning the 24. And my thing was, if she never wins the 24, this is not her, you know, competition more. The way I see it is, this is her legacy. You know, you heard Naomi say it. Like, I was a little kid watching Serena. And for those of you who don't know, Naomi's father, African-American, you know, Haitian, played, you know,
And
tennis
it's just
himself.
real quick. Does Naomi look just like Jada to me? It's so weird. Like every time I see Naomi, I think of Jada.
You know what it is?
Just
That
their mannerisms and everything.
round face.
Yeah, just their mannerisms, everything. Literally, I almost texted you the other day and was like, man, she remind me of Jada a lot. Anyway, continue.
That's crazy. So I was just saying though, Ma, you know, she's her legacy.
Yeah.
Her father has two daughters. Naomi's not the only one that plays tennis. Her sister plays, you know, he took them from one spot, brought them there to play. And so it's like they modeled after, and let's just give Richard Williams his pub, because we always talking about Venus and Serena. You know, we got to give Richard, you know, his pub, but she literally modeled her entire game after, you know, Serena. And Serena, she bought the only one that, you know, got her number. You feel me? Everybody else, Serena pretty much, you know, doesn't have any challenges with. And so I was just saying that, you know, she isn't her competition. She is her legacy. She is Venus' legacy. She is Richard Williams' legacy. Like, not only did they do it, Maul, but they left a blueprint for other children of color to follow. So all of them, you know, all the Coco, all of them, Salone, the Keys, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Naomi, they all modeled their game after Venus.
And my point is, that's cute. That's very cute. But at the end of the day, Serena's still one of the top in the world, and she's still right there. You still my competition. And so the kind of the I guess the discussion or debate arose when I said, where do you, and we're gonna make this very practical for everybody, right? Where do you draw the line between going for what you got to go for, right? Like staying focused on the mission. You still in game mode. You ain't talking about Serena finishing barely making the tournament or finishing. Like, you talking about still being right there. And if you saw Serena afterwards, she was crying, bro. She was hurt.
She was hurt.
And so I feel what you're saying, but I'm saying as a competitor, I think that is a dangerous hill to be on right now when you start looking like, oh, we all win. Dog, Serena's still a beast, bro. She's still right there. Now, Naomi got her, and Naomi is definitely one right now. There's no debate about that, but I still think Serena feeling like she got another gear. And so if we're not talking about tennis now, we're talking about you. I want to know, when is it your responsibility? We always hear like, give back. You know, you got other people that need to, and you like, yo, I'm still focused on winning. I remember when Aaron Rodgers got to the Packers, you know, and they were like, yo, Brett Favre, like, don't fool with my man. And everybody like, yo, you should be like walking them through the playbook and doing all this and all that. And I think Brett Favre was like, fam, this dude trying to take my job. Like, I still got years left. Like, I got to train him to steal my spot. Like, yo, I'm still focused on the number one mission. So I want to know from you guys, there's people out there who are like, yo, I'm one track mind right now, E. You said when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe. You ain't say when you want other people to succeed as bad as you want to breathe. You said when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe. So I want to know from y'all, when is the appropriate time? When is it time to start mentoring, time to start giving back, time to start doing all those other things? And still, how do you remain focused? I don't know that Serena can be the big sister, oh, gee golly, with Naomi and still want to take her head off, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, let's just be honest. She's been mentoring her. You feel me? Like, this ain't it's not like, you know, and Maul knows when you go to those tennis camps, like they going to Serena tennis camp. Okay? Like, been going to Serena Venus and Serena tennis camp. That's where they learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, that like, they know them. They've been knowing them since they were kids. And unfortunately, you know, it comes a point where when you're training them, that's what you're training them to do. Serena is training them to be the best of the best. That's right. What she trained them to do. That's what Venus trained them to do. You know, their conversations, the time that they spend away from the cameras, and matter of fact, it was one young lady. I could be wrong. I think her name was Barty or something. And whoever she was going up against, they was best friends, Maul. They was in the semifinals on the other side. So they was literally best friends. You feel me? Which means
I saw that.
They practicing and training all the time. But to see his point, of course, you know, during the game, I feel like that's when you got to do your thing. But let's just be real. Serena is tiptoeing on 40 years old, Maul. 40. So at the end of the day, you don't have another 10 years. So whether you want to take the role or not, which I know Serena probably is, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have another 10 years, you know, and you had a baby. Let's not mention that. She had a baby. So that's I don't know how many tennis players have won a major after having a child. You know, so I'm just going.
But let's take it from tennis though, and let's take it to our real life now. Let's take you and Inky. You know what I'm saying? Like, Inky, you've always embraced Inky. You know, he a part of the family. You could have chose to say, dog, no, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Young buck, like, I'm still in my prime. Like, I'm not about to be putting you on my platform or being a part of what I got going on. Like, why did you think it was necessary to embrace him in that way, to even coach and mentor him in that way, as opposed to saying, yo, like, hold on?
Well, first of all, you know, let's just be real. What we've built, like, we're in a position where we don't have to be envious. You know, like, when you really do what you know you've been called to do and you walking in it, I'm not competing against, you know, Inky. I'm just being real. I'm not competing. I have, and I say this with all humility, but I have made my mark in this earth in terms of my craft. Like, I made my mark. You know, as an entity, we've made our mark. Like, I was listening to the guys I told you more. I don't know the name of the pharmaceutical company I was speaking for, but it was worth $30 billion. They were talking about how, you know what I'm saying, who we are in the earth and what we've done. Whoever the dude who introduced me, he was just talking about our work. And, you know, and it's just like, yo, they know. So I don't know, honestly, just being real, and y'all can tell me how y'all feel. I don't know, other than semantics, what 24 is going to do for Serena. Let's just be real, y'all. She is the best that has ever done this. She is the GOAT. You feel me? In the women's tennis, she is the GOAT. So she has nothing else to prove. I feel the same way. Like there's nothing else for me to prove. And so since I'm exiting, whenever that is, for me, it's important to say, yo, Ink, I need you to get everything you can get, and I don't want to stand in the way. And here's the other reason I have so much respect for Serena. Okay, let's say she has 23 and she'll never get 24. The real reason she don't have 24 guys is because of Venus. Okay, if there was no Venus, she'd probably have 40 right now, right? So I just feel like, it's just like Maul not wanting to share real estate with me. Maul he left his mark. There's no more he can do really but pass the baton to me. So that's just how I feel.
Okay, so let me phrase this, Carl and Maul, you guys jump in here. E, you're at the top of your game. Okay, that's fair. Serena, she's the GOAT. What about those of us, and maybe I shouldn't say Maul, because Maul, me and Carl, you know what I'm saying? Right. Maul already the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? My brother Maul is the GOAT. But in all seriousness, so you're talking from a perspective of being on top, but there's some people who are on their rise right now, and it's like, I'm just being real. Like, even me to this day, like I find it hard, Carl, to stay focused on everything we got going on and also entertain everybody who going, see. How do you find that balance, Carl? Obviously now you've got some notoriety. Me and Carl no longer in the shadows. I think it was a lot easier to do before the podcast.
A lot easier.
We could just walk around the conference. We could do whatever. Nobody cared. Nobody thought anything. But now that people want your time, they want you. How do you balance going and killing it, like the signs say behind you, and still making sure you're reaching back to help folks?
Hey, as I'm thinking through it, like I honestly think that both can coexist, and here's why I say that. I think they coexist because me teaching you the fundamentals of the game is a different, like, how do I want to say it? Who I am as a person, I can't give to you. My instinct, just who I am. So if we go back to basketball, tennis, whatever, Serena, like who I am as a person, my instinct, I could teach you how to hold a racket, how to serve. Like that's only a percentage of the stuff that you need to be on the top. You see what I'm saying? I could give you all of that, but there's something that makes me that I can never give to you. I'll never forget Jordan and Kobe. Like Jordan, literally, they always talk about it. You see Kobe literally asking like, yo, when you do the fadeaway like that, the free throw line, and Jordan just like, oh yeah, he literally explained it to him and then went right back down the floor and did it to him. There's something different about when I do it versus when I tell you. You see what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem necessarily, with you sharing the knowledge and doing all that, because I know inside of me that when it's time for me to do it,
right.
And even in the case where Serena gets beat, like there's still something inside of me that makes me Serena. And I believe that I'm still the best and I'm gonna still compete like that, but it doesn't affect me actually still impacting like legacy kind of style.
So would you train somebody to take your spot?
I would. And I'm saying, well, in this case, yes, because it frees me up to go do more. Like, just to be real, that's my perspective now. It really frees me up to go off into the next thing because I believe, again, Carl got something unique that nobody else has. So if you can get this role fulfilled that I'm doing, bet it's now time for me to open up something else because I got more. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm fine with it.
Maul, back when you were a mere mortal, before your t-shirts,
Hercules.
Before your t-shirts was size small. Before you know what I'm saying?
About,
yeah.
What are you talking about?
Before you had the gym in the house, before you had the pool, how did you balance that for yourself? You know what I'm saying? Again, you had other officers, I'm sure, people, family reaching out, all kind of stuff, and it's like, man, I remember, like, for real, E, remember I used to call you and complain and be like, dawg, we just now starting to get a little shine and get to where like I'm like, let's go. And now my phone ring 1,000 times a day with somebody needing something. How you balance it, Mo?
How do I balance people needing something?
How did you? Like when you was on your come up and when you was trying to, you know what I'm saying? And maybe people weren't reaching out to you.
Yeah, the easiest way was giving them what they wanted. Not as far as giving them money, but giving them the information that will position them to get to till they could do the same thing I do. See, before Make Real Estate Real was actually brought in a course form and given to people, to the community, I was already doing Make Real Estate Real. Mm-hmm. So it was from my giving and showing people, other police officers, other close friends, you can't name one person in my circle that don't own real estate. And if you do, they ain't in my circle. Everybody in my circle owns real estate. And there's a reason why. They're not my competition. Matter of fact, not only am I showing people how to do real estate, I'm bringing them to my backyard. Not only am I bringing them in my backyard, I'm giving you the same people that I use. Mm-hmm. There is no competition, bro. The only competition, dog, that exists is myself. It's between me, myself, and I. So if somebody is able to take away something from me, then I need to look at me and see what it is that I'm doing. So, before, like you said, before I became all of this or whatever, I look at it like the Christ way. Dog, think about anybody from the Bible that had some type of value or was something, some prophet or something. They always reached back and they always trained up somebody else. Moses and Joshua. Christ even said, greater works will you do. He said that to his disciples. So he was telling them, y'all gonna do more than what I did. So you expect, when you're training up somebody, you're expecting that they do bigger and better things than you. And the thing about it is, this is what I've found over the years, you better train up people to do what you do. You better train people because you're not going to be able to do it forever. So why just have that information just die with you?
Yeah, but I do agree with C. I do remember a time in my life where I wasn't, where I wasn't here. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like I wasn't as, I don't think I've ever more been the type of person who didn't want to help people, but I do remember there was a time earlier on where I felt like, shoot, if I, like, I don't know if I want to say this yet, because I know as soon as I say it, they're going to be taking it. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, maybe I need to wait. Before I bring this out, like maybe I should say it in a conversation with a group of people. Maybe I should wait. So I do remember it just being a time where I was like, yo, I do want to help, but I don't want to help where I got somebody who like like a shark, and they're going to take my stuff and they're going to benefit from it in a way I don't even get to benefit from it yet. You feel what I'm saying? Because I think about McDonald's, and it's like, you got companies like that, Levi's, where the person who came up with the idea, they don't even get a chance to benefit from the idea because they said it prematurely and somebody heard it and somebody took it and benefited like way more than they did. So I do remember that time frame, where I was just like, I might have said something and the dude took my stuff and ran with it. I was like, whoa, like you got to be a little bit more strategic about how you mentor and how you bless people so that people don't take the thing that God gave you and was meant to be a blessing for you, and you don't even get a chance to use it. You feel me? Like they use it before you use it, right? So at least Michael Jordan, and I want y'all, if you're listening to Carl's point, Michael Jordan at least did perfect it before he gave it out. You feel me? He did it and was like, okay, I can give it out. And I'll never forget, the reason why I'm saying this because I do remember somebody coming to me, bruh, somebody that's like, that follows me and whatever, and they said something and I used it and they was pissed. C-O-E, how you going? And I was like, what? You use all my stuff. What does that mean? You had one little sweet saying that you had and I used your saying and you just pissed about it. I'm like, what? Like, that's not even fair. But what I said to that person was, I feel you. I didn't do it intentionally, like to take your stuff. But the reason why I didn't have a problem saying it, and the reason why I don't have a problem sharing right now, Maul, is because I am a producer. And whatever I give you, Maul, I don't shake, because if I gave you an idea, I feel like I got 4 or 5 more where that came from.
Hey, E, you didn't tell a guy that you made it a hot line, but I made it a hot song?
I did, Maul. I mean, I didn't say that, but I tell the truth. I did take it in, whatever. But I realized the reason why they were mad at me, even though they take my stuff, is because they don't have the ability to produce like I do. Like they not coming up with material like I come up with material. I'm doing a video every day and they can't do a video every day. They might.
Well, in that sense, I feel them for being pissed. If I got one, if I got one speech, don't step on my one.
I felt that, more, and I started saying to myself, hey, E, you do, like, don't trip. Don't take ownership like that, because at the end of the day, Ma, it was almost like God was saying to me, I gave you the ability to be able to create the way you create. And so all I'm asking you to do is to help my babies to get to that. Like you an OG now. You feel me, more? I'm like, Caspi, I be tripping. Like, I'm like, yeah, I am. Caspi like OG. I'm like, yeah, I am an OG. You feel me? And it's my job as an OG, more to put them in a position where they get the tools and the information that they need, not to have to go beg for money or not to have to take a job that they shouldn't take. Like, they coming to me for the information. And so there was a transition on Mark, because I didn't always see myself as an OG. I didn't always see myself as the person that was supposed to be responsible for helping. Like C said, there was a time where I was just looking out, not for me and mine, but me and mine, meaning my community. I wasn't necessarily looking out for somebody outside of my community. So I do agree with seeing that, if you don't feel like you're a producer, if you don't feel like, you can, because I listen now sometimes, like I'll listen and I'm not tripping on it, but I'm listening to people. I'm like, yo, that's the exact same thing. I'm saying, I be hearing people like influence, impact, income. I'm like, that's my exact hookup, execute. You got to, I'm like, I say that all the time. But I realize, like, yo, Eric, God gave you the gift to produce. Everybody don't have that gift. So guess what those who don't have the gift to produce do? They come to the producer and they take the stuff that the producer is producing. And you know what I'm saying? It's like you look at a replica of you got Coach Purse, you got Louis, you got whatever. It's like people do come up with sweet replicas. Like, that is a thing. So everybody doesn't have the ability to create from scratch. Mm-hmm. So they have to take what you do and take that and make it their own. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I do remember, honestly, where I wasn't always on that. I was like, yo, bro, I said that. You gonna take it verbatim? And then guess what God had to do, though, years and years ago, more to humble me. He's like, don't act like when you do papers, you just coming up off the top of your head. Don't act like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't act like you be writing papers, whole paper. Yeah. Like you had to get help writing papers. You had to go to people who could just create a 50-page, man. I don't know if it's you, Maul, but I know people that, man, I used to have friends in college who could wait to, like, it's unbelievable, 24 hours before the paper was due and spit out a 40-page paper and get a 3.5 on that joker. And they could have got a 4. They said if they would have started 48 hours, in advance. And I just used to look at that. And God was like, don't you remember you had to go to them to figure out how to write? Well, that's the same thing people have to do who are trying to speak, who don't create. So to C's point, I must, I'm not going to sit here, and fake it like I was always on that. I do remember when I made the transition, but it was easy for me to make because it was like, yo, I'm already on top. We've already created a legacy. We already on the move. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be selfish. Like, go ahead and spread the wealth so that other families can eat and other people can use this craft, you know what I'm saying, to make, Well, give me a percentage of how you divide your time then, because I'm just being real. Like, for me, it came at a bad time, right? Like, I'm just being real. Let me just, again, I'm on the podcast with a bunch of superhumans. So I speak for the everyday man. You know what I'm saying? So there was a time when nobody knew what we had going on. And we spent years broke trying to figure it out, right? And then once we started to have that success, and I don't even know if it was financial success for real. Like, we might have just been popping, like the videos was popping, stuff like that. And it was like, I was getting bombarded. And I'm just telling you, like, it got to a point. I remember I called E and was like, yo, I feel bad because we a personal development company. And I was still, like, immature in my pilot, apparently, because I was still, and not to mention, a lot of them might have been E's homies. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I felt I felt bad because of that, Maul. Try to get me in trouble, Maul. They gonna call me, Maul. You know they gonna call me.
He started laughing before he said it. That's how I knew. I'm like,
how you think they got my number, Maul? But no, I'm just saying in general, it might have been a lot of, like, people that was in the circle. Let me say that. And so I found myself, Maul, it'd be 2-3 hours a day where I'm on the phone like, yo, oh, send me that. Let me see your stuff. And I got to the point where I'm like, yo, you not even where you want to be. And here you are spending 2-3 hours a day doing something for somebody else. My margins are out of proportion.
But see, don't you think that's different though? Like, it's different kind of ways that you can bring somebody up under you without spending that much time with them. Because I never used to do that with police officers trying to get in real estate. They hit me up. I'd be like, look, I sent out a mass group text, like, hey, I'm going to be at my property tomorrow at 3:00. Checking on my property, checking on construction, come through if you want to learn this. And then I will have them come through. And then now I'm checking on my property. I'm walking through the property and I'm just talking out loud and they hearing what's going on. I might step outside the property for about another 5-10 minutes, talk to them, and then boom, I'm out the door.
So Mal, you said something this weekend on the BU call that I'm not gonna lie to you. I got the notes right here, dude. You talked about systems. And it blew my mind, Mal. And I'll tell y'all, like off podcast, but that conversation made me take some action that day. And what Mal was talking about is like how you scale stuff. It can only scale for real if you got a legitimate system. You can only share knowledge with people if you got a legitimate system. Otherwise, it's just some kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, if this happened, No. When you create a system, and I think that's the part that we're probably missing. When you have a system of how you do it, then it shouldn't take as much time. Like you said, when we were figuring it out.
Oh, I ain't had no system because I ain't figured it out my doggone self.
Right,
I might have just been further along than them. I might have been at a 4.7. They was just at a 1.2.
And at that time, we probably should have been saying, give me a minute. Like, give me a minute. Because once I get the system, now I can make real estate real and it's over. You got everything in the blueprint. You see what I'm saying? But I think too many of us get caught trying to help without the system and you're really not helping. Now, y'all just kind of co-learning. Y'all learning together. You may be a little advanced, but y'all co-learning and you got to have that system in place. If you're really going to have legacy, it's not happening without a system.
So what percentage of the time, talk to the people out there, they doing well, they just hit 6 figures, they feeling good, but now everybody and their mama.
Yeah, so here's what I suggest. Like I suggest, one, you do a podcast. Like I really feel comfortable now with telling people, yo, go listen to the podcast. You feel me? Like I really feel comfortable. Now, and Carl tell you, I had 2 individuals that called me that wanted me to coach them. And I was like, yo, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm a flight attendant. You know what I'm saying? You grounds crew. I could take your money. I could tell, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be funny. I could take your money, but I'm not going to do that to you. Carl has a system every Saturday, for an hour, the grounds crew are getting on $20. You know, Carl, matter of fact, I'll pay for you, Mal. I'll pay you for the first month. And if you like it, keep going. Bruh, you mean tell me I get Carl $20 in terms of wasting 5-6 hours talking to somebody on the phone? I get Carl $20, right? So for me, it's our podcast now. It's our mixtapes. Man, we got years of podcasts. It's our mixtapes. It's the stuff that we do on the morning. It's the memes that we put up. Like, I feel very comfortable now. I'm only coaching high-end clients, NBA clients. Why? Because it's what do you call it, Carl? And I'm not going to use that term yet because I don't want to release that early.
I know you brewing it.
Yeah.
Somebody going to steal it.
Yeah. Let me just say this. But I want to fully develop it before they hear it and just be trying to rush and say it when they don't even know what's going on. But I will say this, a return on my investment. Mm-hmm. If I work with an NBA client, these clients making millions. You feel me? So they have the money for my time. And I'm going to be real, Mal. I ain't even on that no more. I'm now on, in many instances, Mark, it's like send it to the nonprofit because it ain't even going to benefit me because I'm about to have to pay taxes on that. So I ain't even about to get what you about to give me. You feel me? I'm just like, give it to the cause. We trying to help kids go to school, college. So give it to the nonprofit. So for me, if you are a person that has a lot of information and you killing the game. Look, I had a friend. I'm just being totally transparent. I know they listening. I have a friend that called me Mal. And again, I'm number 1 in the world. I feel that my friends should have a certain access to me that the world don't have. Like they knew me before everybody knew me. So they was like, yo, we want you to speak for a conference we doing. I'm like, I'm good. But we can't pay you your fees. I'm like, I'm good. What percentage of the conference are you going to give me? It's got to be a win-win, bro. So what percentage am I going to get? You giving me 20%, 40%? Like what percent? Because let's just be honest. If I show up, money reside. People coming because I'm there. And then I explained to them all. And what that does is I can't ever do a conference on that.
Right.
Because I did a conference for you on that.
Yep.
So now I can't. So now I'm putting myself in a situation where I can't come back 60 days later and do the same conference because people like, we just came to that conference and heard it. So not only am I not getting my normal salary, now you're gonna stop me from being able to bid, and I'm okay with that. But let's talk about a win-win. I truly believe CJ come to me and say, "Yo, E, my cousin needs something." Bro, I'm not gonna sit here. Maul come and say, "E, I got a family member that needs you for it." I got you. But at the same time, it's like it's still gotta be a win-win. And I think that's what we do wrong sometimes, y'all. I think because there's family or friends, people we love and care for, people we want to mentor, we start taking the rules down and we start playing basketball with unlimited fouls. You've been in the hood, see, you didn't play with some unlimited fouls, bro. The game ain't even fun no more, see? It ain't even fun.
Every time you get the ball is a foul. Every time you get the ball is a foul.
Like C said, his boy fussing and fighting over, it's not fun no more. Yeah. So what I've learned is, if you don't have money to invest, we get it, man. We love you. Podcasts, mixtapes. Like, go get the free stuff that's up. The conferences that we got out there that people have snuck and put some of the whatever. Hey, Carl, the real fast audio. You don't want to pay for the audio books. So you go and listen to the Chipmunk audio book. You feel me? Whatever. But I think, CJ, we have come too far to exchange our time now. So if you're a person that's out there getting it, you cannot give your time away and give it to somebody who could not give you back your time, right? And then they ain't got no bread to give you. You can't do that. So you have to put yourself in a position, to Carl's point, where you do have your free catalog. And I do think that there are some, like, you can still go to YouTube and get some free stuff, but the premium stuff, it costs. You can go to, I got Hulu because I was here and they didn't have the cable boy. So they was like $5.99. But if you want live TV, that's $59.99. So yeah, see, I think you should have the system and have your free stuff. But when you talk about sacrificing your time, people should pay you some type of way. I'm not saying money, but people should be able to compensate you for your time because you can't get it back.
Yeah.
Hey, you know who else a killer right now? I was just thinking he probably ain't mentoring nobody neither. Man, y'all been seeing and again, this is a friend of the show. But Chris Paul, man, goodness gracious. CP going crazy right now.
Fountain of youth.
Bro, I don't know.
No matter where he go now, he just, it don't even make it, it's him. It don't even make it, he's showing everybody
it's the leadership, though.
Yeah.
It's the leadership.
Killing.
Yeah.
It's the leadership. It's what Carl said. Everybody can play basketball that's played in the league. Everybody can hoop. But what he's doing is saying, I'm going to show you guys, I'm not envious. I'm not jealous. I'm not trying to blow up on my own. Like, I'm literally going to I don't care what team I go to. He had OKC looking like they was going for a run. Bro, they was on a run last year. I don't even know who else was on the team. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But I think, to your point, see, he's doing what? He's giving away that juice, bro. He's given away all the years of experience that he's had. What is it? Those little intangibles that make you great. And man, Devin Booker, man, bro, I'm saying this kid is so blessed to have him there. But again, we go back to it, Carl. Devin Booker was in his camp. Devin Booker was a part, of his basketball camp, of his basketball genius. He raised those boys up. And so he ain't competing with them. He's actually getting a return on his legacy, Maul. Yep. And now he's working with kids who he poured into, and by the way, Devin Booker is for those of you who don't watch basketball like that, he is he's a savage, But again, CP3 is getting a return on his investment. And so that's what I believe, Maul. Man, I ain't tell C this, I ain't told Carl this. But as I'm working on this book, as I'm working with my team, they were asking me, they was like, yo, you keep up with anybody in the Advantage? What are the Advantage students doing? Man, I started doing my homework on the Advantage students, bro. Man, not only they killing the game. What I didn't realize, see, I some kind of way me and Tiffany got to talking. And do you know a lot of the gigs I got last year and the year before were from kids who graduated from the Advantage, moved on, and got these mid-level executive jobs, and they were the ones that were inviting me. Like I didn't see them because they weren't, they didn't introduce me, or they weren't, let's say, the CEO. But I found out through research with Tiff, man, a lot of the kids from the Advantage are the people that are coming back now and getting me opportunities to speak for corporate clients, bro. You talk Microsoft, just different companies, man. So I believe that if you look after people and you give them the gems, don't throw your pearls at swine. That's what the Bible says. What does that mean? That means what I do now see is I give people an assignment. Hey, E, I want to blow up. Okay, take the assessment. Okay, E, I took the assessment. Okay, I want you to do 3-4 things. Here's my new thing. And C gonna tease me because I never remember the name. We did a podcast on my man. I can't remember my man's name. Nazari, like, what is the dude? Where you try to it's not 600-pound life, but it's like, what's that other one called? Is that it? My 600-pound life? What's the one where you got
it's the doctor.
The
he
doctor.
Make you go lose the weight
I don't know his
first.
name, but he'd be like, look, you got to lose 100 pounds before we even get started.
No, Carl. That's I'm realizing that's the system now. So what you do is you tell people, I'm gonna bless your life, but you gotta go do this to prove that you really serious. It's Carl. My man be talking about 30 pounds. What 30 pounds gonna do when you weigh 496 pounds?
Like
I realized
chair off the Titanic.
You feel me? But I realized, Carl, it's not. Didi told me today. She's like, yo, it's not about the weight. He's trying to see if he can get you to change your behavior for 3 months, because if you're not going to change your eating habits for 3 months, it don't even make sense for me to do the surgery on you. So that's what I've been doing lately. See, I've been giving people little tests and teasers.
Yeah, it took us an hour to get there, but we here now. It took us an hour to get there, but we here. Hey. That's what I wanted. That's the nugget I needed.
We spent the first we spent the first half moaning and groaning in the middle of the night, so we couldn't get there.
Hey, I was going to take you just one step closer. I'm like, your go-to person right now. Well, the two of your go-to people right now, Nikki and Mustafa. Bro, when did we meet Mustafa?
11 years ago.
Bro, 11 years ago at a gig at Alma College. We went to his school and spoke, and Moose just kind of talked with us for a minute. We stayed in touch loosely. But now Moose is like, I'm talking about, he don't do nothing without Moose. Nikki, like, I'm just saying, like, there are people that literally we poured into from the BU community, from just going to gigs, and now they're pouring.
And they follow through, Carl.
And they're following all
just
the
right
way
here.
through.
I can't let you bring up them without me. I'm poured into me for years. I mean, he's the prime example.
You was already rich, though, so it don't count.
We can't claim you on our taxes, Paul. We can't claim you on our taxes.
Hey, you still poured into me. So what if I was sitting in VIP in the front row? I still was right there. We got that picture. Even with the marriage conference, bro, it's right there.
Hey, that's the 2021 Guru story. He gonna be like, meet me at Extreme Execution at 3 a.m. You know what I'm saying? You come in, yeah, but no, I think that's it right there. You make people, you give them a task, because you want to see that they serious. Because I'm gonna be real, 90% of the people who come ask for your time and information, they're not gonna apply nothing you told them to do. You know what I'm saying? Hate to say it, but they ain't about to be like, oh, okay, I got it, and doing a whole bunch of stuff. And that's the thing that gets really frustrating when you see people not applying the information that you give them.
They ain't gonna get the windshield fixed. You feel me?
Facts.
That's what I said, dog.
Wow.
Build several multi-million-dollar companies together and get chastised for $800. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make
I'm just
man a
saying,
billionaire.
Maul, ain't sent the tithe, ain't sent the offering, offering yet.
Oh no, the tithe is there.
Okay, the tithe is there.
Like that.
But I'm talking about he giving God his, but he ain't sending the homie. He ain't sending the homie offering.
Hey, it didn't say love offering. It didn't say love offering.
No, the tithe is there in full. But
the tithe is there. The tithe is there. He giving God his.
My wife working for free, so I'm figuring that's my offering. It's my wife time. You know what I'm saying? My wife ain't getting paid. I said, hey, listen.
That's his wife's blessing, Maul. That's his wife's blessing.
And the two shall become one.
That's right.
He's quoting scripture now. Let's go.
Oh, I know it when it's convenient. He know that. You know what I'm saying? He know when it's time for a fight. I turn into a biblical scholar. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he tell him that shell part is a process that ain't took place yet.
Oh, cap. Au contraire, mon frère.
CJ, you're not the only one giving out stimulus checks. CJ giving out stimulus checks.
She getting more than $600. Organifi. That's a perfect spot to talk about Organifi. As Carl sips the water out of his Organifi cup. Shout out to Organifi, the superfood green juice powder, keeping the whole podcast powered up. We appreciate them always rocking with us, man. They allow us to keep this podcast rolling. So shout out to them. Go to organifi.com. Promo code, say it, Carl.
Success.
Success. All right. So go there, man. Make sure you get a discount on your order. Check out all the great products they got. Also, man, I am super, super, super happy to announce, and I was on the call and just more honestly, you know, we joke a lot on this podcast. That's what I do for a living. I'm more of a, you know what I'm saying, a comedian. But man, I was on Maul's alumni call Thursday, and man, I'll let you talk about it, Maul, but not only have we come here and Maul is giving out incredible information and built the course, but man, what I saw on Thursday probably just takes the cake. You got to listen to me. I'm being in all seriousness and all humility. You got a lot of people out here who looking to take. Give me. Maul, what you did and what you put together for the Make Real Estate Real students is life-changing, revolutionary. I saw people crying, like no cap. And I'll let you kind of talk about what you're doing and how you doing it, man.
Yeah, we kind of go back to kind of what today's discussion was on the podcast, right? It's like, you know, not only do we want to give away information, but if you truly help and want to help somebody, you position them to be successful. And so, you know, what we decided, I remember it was, don't know which podcast it was, a while ago. And I remember hearing us saying, like, what's stopping you? What's stopping people from really, you know, remember you was talking about some, man, you got the information, and you even brought up Make Real Estate. Yeah, and then it was just like, man, what's really stopping you? And then when we put it out there, found out, you know, asking people, what's stopping you from pulling the trigger? Like, you got the information. Not only did we give you the information step by step and Make Real Estate Real, but I also said, okay, cool, here's my team. Not worried about that my team is going to be too busy now for me and for what we got going on, but it's like, cool, you got access to the team. Now what's stopping you? And then it was like, well, you know, I work a 9 to 5 and I don't have, you know, 20% down payment stacked. You know, it used to be 10% before the pandemic took place, and then it moved up to 20%. So I understood, you know, come from a blue collar family, understand when you got a 9 to 5 like that, it's hard to save up that amount of money at one time.
Right. You might not have 15, 20,000 just ready to go.
So I understand. It don't mean that you bad financially. It doesn't mean any of that. It just means that
you got good credit. You got a good income.
You got good credit.
You just ain't got that much stacked ready to go right now.
Right. And so I just was like, all right, well, if that's what's getting in your way, then let's come up with a way to fight against that, to alleviate that. And so what we created is called Capital Infusion Program. So the Capital Infusion Program is loaning the money out for people down payment. Now for people to get in the game, which is a game changer, because now it's like, okay, cool. You had this excuse, you had this excuse, you had this. Now we eliminated all excuses for you. And it's like, and it's not some money that we got from the bank, meaning like a loan. This is our own personal money. This is our own personal money. That's how much we believe in you. We believe in the program. This is how much we believe in the system. Carl talked about systems. We just wouldn't get this money out without a system in place for you to be successful. So that's why we're giving the money out, because we want you to be successful, and we understand that you got the right system to go along with that, because if now is our success is directly connected to your success. And so it's like we believe in you so much that we doing what this whole podcast was about. We are positioning you to be successful. You know, and so that's what it's about now. So now when you're part of Make Real Estate Real, and, you know, Make Real Estate Real got so many people, thousands of people that came through it. So we have a thing called the alumni. And alumni, people that's, you know, like you said, people that's showing that they ready to go to that next level. People that's putting their best foot forward and saying, hey, I'm ready to go now. Make Real Estate Real, people are saying, hey, I want the information. I'm cool. I might do it in a year, might do it whenever. But these people and alumni are saying, I'm ready to go right now, today. But man, I maybe don't have the down payment. Great. we got you now. And so now you got the down payment. We lend you the down payment so that you can use that now for your property, man. So
our own bread. Big. I think that's the biggest key, man, is this is not money that we just got, from some billionaire. This is something that Mal was like, yo, we've been blessed financially. We got a lot going on. Let's look out for people, man. This is the way in which we can do it.
I've been trying to find somebody in the influencer world, just in the real estate world, the influencer world, and this is why I love rocking with y'all, man. I like to say, y'all are really my brothers. I've been searching for the last month or so. I can't find nobody out here, bro, in the influencer world that's giving money. Everybody asking for money, but I haven't found that one yet that's giving money into your success. So that's just, but like I said, with this right here, man, I'll take this group against anybody.
Man, so how do you be a part of that, man? You go to Make Real Estate Real. One of the very first requirement is that you take the course so you understand what to do when you get this money. So you go to Make Real Estate Real, get the course, and then join the alumni program, which meets twice a month, every other Thursday night. Mal is on there with entrepreneurs looking to go to the next level, answering questions. He's got his team on there, his lawyer, his real estate agents, his credit people. Every other week are on there. And so once you go through Make Real Estate Real, join the Alumni Association, and then that loan program is reserved for those individuals in Make Real Estate Real alumni. And if you've gone through Make Real Estate Real already, get back in the alumni program, stay connected so you can be a part of this amazing program. But, man, I was watching that the other day, man, and I literally had goosebumps, no cap, because I was just like, yo, this is going to change a ton of lives. You out there, you work, you got a good job, your family doing well, but you're looking to go to that next level, and you don't have that down payment, but you got the credit, you got everything, you got the knowledge. This is the biggest game changer I've seen. And, super proud of you, Mal, for even coming up with that idea, because you ain't had to do that. And, it's been great to see. So shout out to you for that. Yes, Carl, let us know what we got going on your way, brother.
Hey, Solo Creator Pro, we're starting again. We start every 21 days, y'all. Like, I'm not even trying to make it deep. Mal, we created a system so that whenever you're ready, like, I ain't even putting no pressure on you for real. Like, the system is here. What I'm going to tell you is that technology is not waiting on you, though. Like, I'm just saying, you watch and see the world changing fast. I don't want you to be like Ian got caught with your pants down on Zoom. I want to show you exactly what you're doing with your camera.
Watching the Australian Open.
I want you to know exactly what you're doing when you turn that camera on and understand everything, man. So make sure y'all go. March 8th is our next cohort. So March 8th, solocreatorpro.com. Check it out, man. And again, $97. We're not trying to be, the consensus across this group is that we ain't trying to hurt nobody out here. We're trying to do it in a way that you get the information and you can use it to help your life or your family's life, man. So solocreatorpro.com. Check it out.
Yeah, hey, listen to me, y'all, for real. Hear me. I don't say this often. Nobody ever got to greatness without making an investment. I'm just being real. I know how it feels to receive, but the Bible is clear. It's better to give. I don't care how you feel about receiving. The biblical principle says it's better to give than it is to receive. And man, you got to make the investment. You got to spend a little money. And man, the one thing, Mal, when you talk about the squad, I'm so proud of, it's not a lot of programs where you're going to get a call for $20 and you talking to the person live. Like, I know you might be like, everybody got a $20 program. It's pre-recorded. You ain't hearing from the top dog. You're not hearing from them. They're not asking your questions personally. Yeah, $20 investment. And you know what bothers me? I got to be careful because I know I got people listening. The same people that can't afford to take their life to the next level can afford to get their hair done. It's sick, Mal. It's sickening, bro. I'm just going to be real, bro. It's sick. It's sickening. Because I hear people tell me all the time, they don't have money for this or they don't have money for that. They keep their nails done. They stay on the manicure, pedicure. They stay on it, Mal, regularly. They stay clubbing. They stay spending money on alcohol.
You know what's crazy, E? I remember it was crazy. And this no cap, y'all. Like, when I say E ain't never been scared to invest, bro, I remember we made like our first like $3,000, something like that. We went straight to the Apple store and got Carl a Mac and Final Cut Pro. Because somebody was like, yo, y'all better invest in some editing. So we took the whole 3. I'm talking about E. I'm like, E, let's at least go hit dinner, bro. E was like, spend the whole thing. We spent the entire thing. Conferences, videos. He used to buy books, series, take us to the movies. Like, he would be like, whatever we had at that moment, we always invested, man. And I think that's a crucial point. We ain't never been the super salesy guy. That's not our thing. But for those of you looking to go to that next level and you can't figure out why you're not getting there, a lot
it's
of
in your
I
hair.
agree with you. Yeah.
Your money in your hair. Your money in your hair. Your money in your nails. Your money in that. Whatever you trying to, the J's, and I got J's, but I promise you I ain't get J's until I had, you know what I'm saying, Ma, that I had enough money when I spent got the J's, my bank account, you couldn't see, like you was looking at my bank account and I got the J's, and you couldn't really tell, like, okay, I ain't see where, did it move some? You getting the J's or getting your hair done and you living from check to check, but you the same one that, I don't have money for this and I don't have money for that, but you spending money on steaks and all that. Somebody commented, I know C gonna be able to bless me because of that steak. I know C gonna be able to bless me.
Hey, you know what happened? COVID. You know what I'm saying? So COVID.
Reality is, like, I didn't even know those steak joints existed back in the day when I was rocking with C. C been on meat. And I don't even remember him making steaks at his own house. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, pause that.
No, you heard what
he been on what? I didn't hear you. You said he been on what?
See been on me.
See been on me. Yo.
It's like,
but hey,
he always dog vegetables out. He always dog vegetables out.
Say that. That put some context with it.
Hey, E, you know what though?
I think the problem is, and I'm just say this, and I ain't gonna, go on a rant, but I just think that people don't look at money as seeds. They don't look as money. If you got a bag full of seeds, they're only good if you plant them.
What about sunflower seeds? You could just eat them.
They only good if you plant them. Yeah. But if you just hold on to that bag of seeds, it's not doing nothing. You will never be able to reap a harvest from an unplanted seed. So plant your seeds. I'm done.
Hey, and Carl. Hey, I got to be careful how I say this, but if you're not careful, depending on which match you're watching in the Australian Open, it could be lightweight. Depending on who. Hey, my wife was like, whoa. My wife was like,
Precious. That boy Cedric the Entertainer said, is this BET Uncut?
Oh my God.
Carl, I'm just saying, God blesses everybody differently. God blesses everybody differently.
That's a good
and abundantly.
We all got some form of abundance.
Some more than others. That's it, man. We gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Eat a little bumblebee. That's like the first messages he used to be doing back in the day that was killing. Anybody got anything else? Y'all ready to get up out of here? Everybody good?
Hey, some of us still got to work, man.
Oh yeah, you got. Shout out to more. Also, the Millionaire Moments every Monday. E got the Clubhouse every month. We giving y'all a lot. E got Clubhouse 6:00 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. He doing Clubhouse, and then 7:00 p.m. Maul is doing Millionaire Moments. He going through the book. Y'all better jump on there. IG Live 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Put it in your phone, your calendar right now to remind yourself.
And the podcast is still free.
And then don't forget about, then you got Dr. Thomas teaching Lakewood University on Monday, and Professor King teaching on Wednesdays at Lakewood University.
Hey, y'all, if y'all hear a little salt to Maul's tone, Maul's still getting used to this life. Maul is a little salty still.
I forgot to tell you, though, I do need you to come on as a guest for my class.
I ain't got nothing to do, so come on.
What time you need me?
C got too many jokes, man. He been in manic. Them students wouldn't be paying attention to me no more.
Oh man, I remember. You know what happened? You remember last time you brought me in your class? I embarrassed you.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
Hey, Maul, while we was at Michigan State, I was still a student, and now forgive me, y'all. I've grown since then. Bro, I promise you, just stupid. he was teaching the class and had me come in like as an upperclassman. And he was like, one of the questions, somebody said, what did they say, E? Like, how do you feel about study abroad? And I said, well, I've studied several abroad since I've been here. He was like, get out. I was like, oh. Dog, he was like, yo, get out. I was like, what? The whole class was dying laughing. Oh, they was dying laughing, Ma. And he was like, get out.
Hey, for all y'all that don't know,
my bad.
You see CJ got a sense of humor, but look, he got it honest. Carlos Queenie Sr., he is a straight comedian.
Pops is the originator.
Shout out to Pops.
Yeah, and we working on Trey. Trey ain't even have his joke today. I don't know where he at. He's somewhere around here. Also, I owe y'all at some point. I can show y'all the new kitchen. I don't see much of a difference personally.
Cap. Put the cap on
what
the
I'm saying? Look the same.
Ball saw the difference though, right?
Hey, 5-star kitchen. 5-star.
Yeah, nah, it's all right.
Are you gonna be cooking more, see?
Nah, food tasted the same, bruh. My peanut butter and jelly sandwich came out exactly the same. Who knew? Who knew? But I'm looking like, hey,
you gotta
the
admit though, after you did that kitchen, dog, the stimulus check grew a little bit more.
Oh man. Oh,
The stimulus was high. The stimulus was high.
Oh, bro, the stimulus check. Oh, man. I'm cashing them nightly. All right. Hey, we'll see you next week.
Let's go.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity.